because Wade had text messages of somebody agreeing to buy them for $6,100. So he showed up at 7:35 a.m. to the buyer's ranch in Oklahoma after driving for almost 4 hours. At 6:46 a.m., Taylor got $10 worth of gas at the local Easy Mart and stopped at McDonald's. Then, just after 9:30 a.m., Taylor was pulled over in DeKalb, Texas, after an officer saw her driving fast and erratically. While the trooper was behind her, Taylor called 911, saying, "I have a state trooper behind me and I need an ambulance because I started having my baby." The dispatcher asked where she was, and Taylor said she was trying to get to Idabel, crying, "That's where my doctor is. I'm started having my baby. I have to get there." And Idabel is in Oklahoma, about 35 minutes from DeKalb, Texas, where Taylor was stopped. When the officer trooper went to her window, he saw a newborn baby in distress and an umbilical cord protruding from Taylor's pants. An off-duty nurse stopped to help with CPR and said that they should cut off her yoga pants. When they were cutting them, the placenta fell out. They helped Taylor change into some pajama pants that were found in her car since she had to cut the yoga pants off. Taylor had blood on her legs, her hands, her face, shoes, clothes, and feet. Most of the blood was dried, and there was no blood on her driver's seat, which the officer initially thought was strange. Taylor was absolutely hysterical. The main priority at this point was to get them both to a hospital and get them checked out. So he was talking to dispatch as Taylor was screaming in the back, "We gotta get to Idabel. That's where my doctor is. I'm not going to St. Michael's." The officer asked her how old the baby was, and Taylor said it was only like maybe 35 minutes old. CPR was being performed, and Taylor could be heard saying, "Come on, Clancy, come on." She was begging for the officer to just put them in his car. She told the trooper that she's being seen by a holistic midwife in Oklahoma, and then the nurse gave her a wet paper towel to wipe her face and her hands. She told them that she was at Walmart in New Boston when she felt pressure and then left and got in the car. She says that she felt that she had that urge to push, and then the baby came out while she was driving. She also told them that the baby was due September 30th, which made them very concerned because that would mean that the baby was now late, yet this baby was still very tiny. Before getting in the ambulance and being taken to McCurtain County Hospital, Taylor called Wade and said, "I started having her. I couldn't drive. I was trying to push a baby out. The ambulance is here." So as this horror fest was taking place and unfolding, Wade had been at the ranch owner's home for a couple hours and was trying to strike this deal after showing up with 150 hogs. Guys, I can't make this up. Yes, showed up with 150 hogs. And the ranch owner was beyond frustrated since he wasn't expecting him. So Wade showed him the text messages, and one text said, "Wade, this is Scott. I will see you both in the morning around 6:30 to 7. Taylor said the check should be made out to Wade Griffin, totaling to $6,100. I have 7 groups of hunters this weekend. I need those hogs tomorrow for sure. I already turned 2 guys away with hogs. Drive safe. I'll send the address for GPS. Thanks, man." So Scott saw this message and told Wade those weren't from his number, and it quickly started to click when he saw Wade's last name was Griffin, as he had also talked to a Taylor Griffin a couple weeks prior. So Scott told Wade, "This is not from me. This is a bogus deal. I didn't want him. I didn't order him. I'm not doing this deal." He told his ranch manager to show Wade out and went back to his lodge. But then the ranch hand came back and asked if he would reconsider for a good deal. Scott said he wasn't interested and wouldn't touch them without proper licensing. But Wade was really just trying to get rid of these 150 hogs, and the sun was starting to shine and it was heating up. So Scott and Wade ended up agreeing to $2,500. Wade left with an empty trailer around 9:30, 10 a.m.